On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Asteroid.
A small rocky body orbiting the Sun, typically in the region between Mars and Jupiter.
Examples:
Asteroid mining, asteroid explorer. Scientists are studying the composition and origins of the asteroid belt to understand the early solar system better.
Deflect.
To cause something, especially a criticism or attack, to be directed away from someone.
Examples:
Deflect a blow. Deflect his criticism. The soccer player was able to deflect the ball away from the goal.
Paralyze.
To cause a person or part of the body to become unable to move or feel.
Examples:
Paralyze a city. Paralyze a person. The venom from the snake bite paralyzed his arm.
Confer.
To have a meeting or discussion, to come to a decision or agreement or exchange ideas, to bestow something.
Examples:
Confer degree. Confer honor. The leaders of the two countries met to confer on the issue.
Centigrade.
A system of temperature measurement in which the freezing point of water is 0 degrees and the boiling point of water is 100 degrees, also known as the Celsius scale.
Examples:
Centigrade scale. Centigrade thermometer. The temperature reached a peak of 35 degrees centigrade.
Dither.
To be indecisive or unsure about something, to tremble or shake with nervousness or excitement.
Examples:
Dither over a decision. Dither in negotiations. I couldn't decide what to wear to the party, so I dithered over my outfit for hours.
Intellect.
The ability to think logically and comprehend information, especially at an advanced level.
Examples:
Enrich my intellect. Human intellect. Your intellect is capable of distinguishing among similar objects.
Untenable.
Cannot be supported or defended against attack or criticism, indefensible.
Examples:
Untenable situation. Untenable amount of debt. The proposal was deemed untenable due to financial constraints.
Dubious.
Having doubts or reservations, uncertain.
Examples:
Dubious credibility. Direct a dubious look. The evidence presented in court had a dubious origin, raising questions about its authenticity.
Bygone.
Belonging to an earlier time, from a previous era or period.
Examples:
Bygone civilization. Bygone traditions. The historian studied the bygone era with great detail.
Astronomical.
Relating to astronomy or the study of celestial bodies and phenomena, very large or immense in scale or magnitude.
Examples:
astronomical observation, astronomical numbers. The cost of the new equipment was astronomical and beyond the company's budget.
Entitle.
To give someone the right to have or do something, to give a title to someone or something.
Examples:
entitle him to a pension. Entitle the company to use the logo. The employee was entitled to a week of vacation time.
Indebted.
Owing money or having financial obligations to another person or organization, feeling grateful or obligated to someone for their help, support, or kindness.
Examples:
indebted to creditors. Financially indebted. He felt indebted to his parents for all the sacrifices they had made for him.
Axe.
A tool with a metal blade that is usually attached to a wooden handle and is used for chopping wood or other materials.
Examples:
chop wood with an axe. An axe in the toolbox. He used an axe to chop the firewood for the campfire.
Doom.
Death, destruction, or some other terrible situation that cannot be avoided.
Examples:
economic doom. Prophet of doom. Everyone was aware of the impending doom but was unable to prevent it.
Solvable.
Capable of being solved or resolved, able to be fixed or resolved with effort, skill, or knowledge.
Examples:
solvable problem. Mathematically solvable equation. The engineers found the technical glitch in the system was quite solvable with a software update.
Beehive.
A structure or container where bees live and store their honey.
Examples:
disturb a beehive. Get rid of a beehive. The beekeeper checked the beehive for any signs of disease.
Termite.
A small, pale social insect that feeds on wood and can cause significant damage to wooden structures and furniture.
Examples:
termite damage. Termite inspection. The house was infested with termites and required extensive repairs.
Mound.
A raised area of ground or dirt, often used for burial, construction, or as a fortification, a large, rounded pile or heap.
Examples:
mound of dirt. Burial mound. The team discovered a hidden mound in the desert.
Sibling.
A brother or sister, member of a family born to the same parents.
Examples:
Have a sibling quarrel. Play with my siblings. Children often copy their parents or elder siblings.
Kinship.
The state or fact of being related to someone.
Examples:
Kinship ties. Kinship relations. She felt a sense of kinship with her new colleagues.
Miraculous.
Very effective or lucky, or completely unexpected.
Examples:
A miraculous encounter. Go through a miraculous change. He made a miraculous recovery.
Mecca.
A city and administrative center of the Mecca province of Saudi Arabia and the holiest city in Islam.
Examples:
Tourist Mecca. Mecca for surfers. The building has become a Mecca for fans of the movie.
Distort.
To change something's shape, appearance, or sound so that it appears weird or unclear.
Examples:
Distort the facts. Distort the economy. Economists contend that taxes distort consumer behavior in general.
Polarization.
The division or separation of something into two opposing or contrasting groups or factions. The condition of being polarized or having poles.
Examples:
Polarization effect. Dielectric polarization. The polarization of political views has created a deep divide in the country.
Bipartisanship.
Agreement or collaboration between two political parties whose policies are normally opposed to one another's.
Examples:
Spirit of bipartisanship. Bipartisanship legislation. The Prime Minister's sister has called for bipartisanship to pass the legislation on same-sex marriage.
Rearrange.
To change the order or position of things already made, to change the time, date, or place of an event already planned.
Examples:
Rearrange the furniture. Rearrange his schedule. Please rearrange these files as we start a new project tomorrow.
Bipartisan.
Involving or supported by both of the main political parties in a country.
Examples:
Promote bipartisan cooperation. Bipartisan agreement. The legislation was passed with bipartisan support from both parties.
Crank.
A mechanical device that converts rotary motion into linear motion or vice versa, an eccentric or unpredictable person.
Examples:
Crank handle. Crank collar. The fishing reel had a crank that made it easy to reel in the catch.
Republican.
A person who supports or advocates for a particular form of government, typically one that has an elected head of state rather than a monarch, a member or supporter of the Republican Party in the United States.
Examples:
Republican ideology, Republican Party. Many Republican lawmakers are advocating for stricter immigration policies.
Retiring.
Withdrawing from a position or activity, or becoming more secluded or reserved.
Examples:
Near retiring age, a retiring pension. The retiring CEO passed on the reins to his successor.
Thermometer.
A device used to measure temperature, typically consisting of a glass or plastic tube containing a column of liquid, such as mercury, that rises and falls with changes in temperature.
Examples:
Digital thermometer, clinical thermometer. My mother always used a mercury thermometer to check our temperature when we were sick.
Plummet.
To fall or drop suddenly and steeply, to decline rapidly or sharply.
Examples:
Plummeting sales. Plummet against other major currencies. The stock prices have plummeted in the last hour, causing concern for investors.
Anomalous.
Deviating from what is standard or expected, unexpected or unusual in a way that is difficult to explain.
Examples:
Anomalous behavior. Anomalous result. The data from the study was anomalous and unexpected.
Institutionalize.
To establish or make something a part of an institution, equals a place such as a university, hospital, etc.
Examples:
Institutionalize a system. Institutionalize customary laws. The new policy aims to institutionalize the use of renewable energy sources.
Polarize.
To cause or become divided into two contrasting or opposite groups, opinions, or positions, to create or intensify a sharp division or conflict.
Examples:
Polarize society. Polarize opinions. The controversial new law has the potential to polarize the entire nation.
Nominate.
To propose someone for a position, especially in politics or an organization, or some honor.
Examples:
Nominate him for an award. Nominate government representatives. The organization nominated her to be the next president.
Hyperpartisanship.
A state of extreme or excessive loyalty and support for a particular political party or ideology, often to the extent that it becomes difficult to engage in constructive dialogue or compromise with those who hold different views.
Examples:
Hyperpartisanship politics. Hyperpartisanship on democracy. The media's sensationalism has fueled hyperpartisanship in recent years.
Pun.
A humorous play on words or use of words that sound similar but have different meanings, often for a comedic effect, a form of wordplay.
Examples:
Witty pun. Silly pun. The comedian's pun had the audience laughing out loud.
Counteract.
To act against something to reduce its bad or harmful effects or neutralize it.
Examples:
Counteract the effect of poison. Counteract global warming. Our body's immune system produces antibodies to counteract disease.
Aisle.
A passage between rows of seats in a theater, airplane, or other public building, typically one of two or more running parallel with the main body of the structure.
Examples:
Aisle seat. The center aisle of a church. She walked down the aisle to the front of the church.
Extrovert.
A person who is outgoing, sociable, and confident.
Examples:
Extrovert social skills. Natural extrovert. She intentionally acts like an extrovert.
Cajole.
To persuade or coax someone through flattery, coaxing, or gentle pleading. To convince someone to do something by using sweet talk or deceptive promises.
Examples:
Cajole him into an agreement. Cajole a child into eating vegetables. He tried to cajole his little sister into sharing her toy with him.
Congressperson.
A person who belongs to a Congress, especially a member of the U.S. House of Representatives, congressman. Congressperson is used to avoid gender discrimination.
Examples:
Hawkish congressperson. Former congressperson. The term of a congressperson is 2 years.
Descend.
To move downward and lower, to come from or to be connected by a relationship of blood.
Examples:
Descend a steep hill. Descend by elevator. She was descended from an old Italian noble family.
Paralysis.
A condition in which you are unable to move or lose control of part or most of the body because of illness or injury.
Examples:
Moral paralysis. Paralysis in the leg. Massive demonstrations lead to total paralysis of transportation.
Cling.
To hold on to something tightly, to be closely attached to someone or something.
Examples:
Cling on to power. Cling tightly to the skin. He clings to the hope that he will find a job soon.
Driftwood.
Wood that has been carried along by the current of a river or ocean and washed up on shore, often used for decorative purposes or as fuel.
Examples:
Driftwood art. Beach driftwood. A large driftwood branch provided a perfect perch for the seagull to rest on.
Wedlock.
The state of being married, matrimony.
Examples:
Born in wedlock. Faithful in wedlock. The couple had been happily married for years and cherished the sanctity of their union in wedlock.
Unmarried.
Not married, single, having not entered into the legal or socially recognized state of marriage.
Examples:
Young unmarried couple. Unmarried status. She has chosen to remain unmarried and focus on her career.
Wit.
A very small or insignificant amount or quantity, often used in the phrase not a whit, meaning not at all.
Examples:
A whit of evidence. Not a whit of difference. His argument had a whit of truth, but it was primarily exaggerated.
Evangelical.
Relating to or advocating a form of Protestant Christianity that emphasizes personal conversion and faith over religious rituals and central authority within the Church.
Examples:
Evangelical mission. Evangelical Christian group. The evangelical pastor delivered a powerful sermon to his congregation.
Christ.
The man that Christians believe is the prophet and the Son of God, and whose life and sermons form the basis for Christianity.
Examples:
Teaching of Christ. Before Christ. Christmas is the day to celebrate the birth of Christ.
Smack.
To hit something or someone with force, often making a loud noise, to deliver a sharp criticism or rebuke.
Examples:
Smack on the lips. Smack his knee. The baseball player smacked the ball out of the park, securing a home run.
Congratulation.
The act of expressing that someone has an occasion for celebration or the expression of pleasure at the success or good fortune of another.
Examples:
Congratulation on a promotion. A matter for congratulation. The congratulations from her friends and family were overwhelming after she won the championship.
Inaugurate.
To formally begin or initiate something, particularly a new project, organization, government, or system, often through an official ceremony.
Examples:
Inaugurate an enterprise. Inaugurate a new policy. The president will inaugurate the new embassy building next week.
Incarceration.
The state of being confined in prison or jail.
Examples:
Mass incarceration. Incarceration rates. The judge sentenced him to 5 years of incarceration for embezzlement.
Quadruple.
To consist of 4 items or people, to become 4 times as great or many.
Examples.
Quadruple the amount. Quadruple the price of gold. His stock earnings quadrupled.
Bankrupt.
Unable to pay one's debts, having been reduced to a state of financial ruin, lacking in something essential or fundamental.
Examples.
Bankrupt business. Financially bankrupt. Unfortunately, the company went bankrupt and had to close its doors permanently.
Corrode.
To destroy or eat away slowly by chemical action, to gradually wear away, weaken, or disintegrate over time.
Examples.
Corrode steel drums. Corrode pipes. The salt water can corrode metal over time if not properly maintained.